Hey everyone, welcome to the 7 Podcast. I'm Jack.
And I'm Sarah. Quick note before we start, this episode is intermediate level English. We're diving into science and psychology, so buckle up.
And today, we're talking about something that sounds absolutely crazy.
What's that?
Fake medicine that actually works.
Wait, what? Fake medicine that works? That's a contradiction.
I know, but it's real. It's called the placebo effect.
Oh, I've heard of this. Sugar pills that cure people.
Exactly. But it's even crazier than that. Sometimes placebos work better than real medicine.
Better than real medicine? How is that possible?
That's what we're exploring today. The mind is more powerful than we think.
Okay, I'm already fascinated, but also confused.
Same. When I first learned about this, my brain broke. Like, doctors give people fake pills, tell them it's medicine, and they actually get better?
That seems like lying.
It is, but it works, and it raises all these crazy questions.
Like what?
Like, if your mind can heal you with fake medicine, why do you need real medicine at all?
Wow, deep.
Very deep. We're going philosophical and scientific today.
Before we blow everyone's minds, let's tell our listeners what this episode covers.
We're explaining the placebo effect, what it is, how it works, and why it's mind-blowing.
Real science, real studies, real magic.
Well, not magic, science, but it feels like magic.
And if you want to learn English through fascinating science topics, please subscribe to the 7 Podcast.
Like this video, share it with people who love weird science.
We're teaching you English and blowing your mind.
Real topics, real science, real amazement.
So subscribe, like, and comment. Tell us, have you ever experienced a placebo effect?
All right, Sarah, ready to explore the power of the mind?
Ready. Let's get weird.
Okay, so what exactly is the placebo effect?
It's when fake treatment makes you feel better, right?
Exactly. A placebo is a fake treatment, usually a sugar pill that has no medical ingredients.
Just sugar?
Just sugar, or sometimes just saline injection, salt water.
And people get better from sugar and salt water?
They do. Their symptoms actually improve.
But how? Sugar doesn't cure anything.
That's the mystery. It's all in your head. Your belief that the medicine will work actually makes it work.
So the mind heals the body.
Exactly. Your brain is so powerful that if it thinks you're getting medicine, your body responds as if you actually got medicine.
That's insane.
Completely insane, but scientifically proven.
Give me a concrete example.
Okay, study. 100 people with headaches. 50 get real pain medication, 50 get sugar pills.
Okay.
Both groups are told they're getting real medicine.
So the sugar pill group doesn't know it's fake?
Nope, they think it's real.
What happens?
About 30 to 40% of the placebo group reports their headache is gone.
Gone? From sugar?
From sugar. Well, from their belief in the sugar.
This is blowing my mind already.
It gets crazier.
How can it get crazier?
So, there are studies about pill color.
Pill color? What does color have to do with anything?
Everything, apparently. Researchers found that the color of a placebo pill actually affects how well it works.
You're joking.
Not joking. Blue pills work better as sedatives.
Sedatives are sleeping pills, right?
Right. Blue pills make people feel more sleepy.
Even though it's just sugar?
Just sugar, but blue sugar.
This is ridiculous.
Wait, there's more. Red and orange pills work better as stimulants.
Stimulants are like energy pills.
Exactly. Red pills make people feel more energized.
Again, just sugar.
Just sugar, but your brain associates red with energy and excitement.
So our brain has color associations that actually affect our body?
Yes, and it gets even more specific.
How?
Yellow pills work best for depression.
Yellow.
Yellow, because we associate yellow with sunshine and happiness.
Our brain is that suggestible?
Apparently, green pills work well for anxiety.
Because green is calming?
Exactly. Nature, calmness, relaxation.
This is absolutely wild.
It is. But wait, there's more.
There's more?
The size of the pill matters too.
Oh, come on.
I'm serious. Bigger pills are perceived as stronger.
Even though they're all fake?
All fake, but a big blue pill works better for sleep than a small blue pill.
We're basically children. Ooh, big pill. Must be powerful.
That's literally what's happening. Our primitive brain is fooled by size and color.
I feel so manipulated by my own brain.
Sarah, have you ever experienced a placebo effect?
Oh, actually, yes, and I'm embarrassed to admit this.
Tell us.
Okay, so about 2 years ago, I was always tired, like exhausted all the time.
Okay.
My friend said, "You probably have a vitamin deficiency. You should take these amazing vitamins. They changed my life."
And?
She gave me a bottle of these fancy vitamins. They were expensive looking, big capsules, beautiful blue color.
Oh no, I see where this is going.
I started taking them every morning, and you know what?
What?
Within a week, I felt amazing, energized, productive. I was telling everyone about these miracle vitamins.
Let me guess.
Yeah, 2 months later, my friend confessed.
They weren't vitamins?
They were sugar pills she got from a joke shop. A joke shop!
No.
Yes, she was doing an experiment on me. She wanted to see if placebo effect was real.
That's kind of mean, but also hilarious.
I was so mad, but also so confused, because I had actually felt better.
You felt more energized from sugar pills.
For 2 months, my productivity was up, my mood was better, all from fake vitamins.
What did you do?
I stopped taking them immediately, and guess what happened?
You felt tired again?
Within days, I was exhausted again.
Even though you knew they were fake?
Even though I knew, my brain was like, no vitamins, time to be tired.
That's the placebo effect in action.
I felt so stupid, like my brain had been lying to me.
Your brain wasn't lying, it was responding to your belief.
I believed in sugar pills.
And they worked. That's the power of belief.
It's embarrassing.
It's human. This happens to everyone.
Okay, my story is embarrassing, but I read about something even crazier.
What?
Fake surgery.
Fake surgery? How do you fake surgery?
There was a famous study. People with knee pain.
Okay.
Half got real knee surgery. The other half got fake surgery.
What's fake surgery?
They put the patients under anesthesia, made small incisions, but didn't actually do the surgery. Just cut them a little and stitched them back up.
That sounds unethical.
It was controversial, but the results were shocking.
What happened?
Both groups reported similar pain reduction.
The fake surgery worked as well as real surgery?
Yes, people who got fake surgery felt better. They were walking better, less pain, all from fake surgery.
How is that possible?
Their brain thought they got surgery, so it triggered healing responses.
The mind healed the knee?
The mind healed the knee.
That's actually terrifying.
Why terrifying?
Because it means we might be getting real surgeries we don't need.
Oh, true. If fake surgery works, why do real surgery?
Well, don't cancel your surgeries, everyone. Real surgery is still important.
Yes, disclaimer, don't try this at home.
But it does make you think
About what?
about how much of healing is physical and how much is mental.
Maybe it's 50-50?
Maybe, or maybe even more mental than we think. Okay, so we've talked about placebo, when belief makes you better.
Right.
But there's also nocebo, when belief makes you worse.
Wait, what?
If placebo is the good twin, nocebo is the evil twin.
Explain.
Nocebo is when you experience negative effects because you expect negative effects.
Example?
Doctor gives you sugar pills but tells you this might cause nausea.
Okay.
Even though it's just sugar, you actually feel nauseous.
Just from expecting it?
Just from expecting it, your mind creates the symptom.
That's horrible.
It is, and it happens all the time.
How?
Ever read the side effects list on medication?
Yeah, it's terrifying. May cause headache, nausea, dizziness, death.
Yeah, and studies show that reading those side effects makes you more likely to experience them.
No.
Yes, even if you're taking a placebo, if you read may cause headache, you're more likely to get a headache.
Our brain is sabotaging us.
It's responding to expectation.
So I shouldn't read side effects.
Well, you should be informed, but be aware that reading them might create symptoms.
This is a catch-22.
Totally. Another nocebo example. Students told this building has poor air quality.
Okay.
They start reporting headaches, breathing problems, fatigue.
But the air is fine?
The air is completely normal. They just believe it's bad, so they feel bad.
The power of negative thinking.
Exactly. This is why negative thinking is so dangerous.
It literally makes you sick.
It can. Your thoughts affect your body.
Okay, this placebo thing keeps getting weirder.
Oh, it does. Ready for this? Expensive placebos work better than cheap placebos.
What? They're all fake.
Doesn't matter. Study. People given expensive placebo pills versus cheap placebo pills.
Both fake?
Both sugar, but one group was told their pills cost $2.50 each. The other group was told 10 cents each.
And
The expensive placebo group had significantly better results.
Better results from the same sugar pill?
The same exact sugar, but the expensive one worked better.
Why?
Because we associate cost with quality. Expensive equals effective.
Our brain is so shallow.
It is. We're all influenced by price.
So expensive medicine works better even if it's fake?
Even if it's fake. This is why brand name drugs work better than generic.
Wait, brand name and generic are chemically identical.
Exactly. Same ingredients, but people report better results from brand name.
Because they cost more?
And because they have fancy packaging and advertising.
We're being manipulated.
By our own brains. The manipulation is internal.
Can we sue our brains for false advertising?
If only.
This also explains why luxury products feel better.
Absolutely. Expensive wine tastes better, luxury cars feel smoother, designer clothes feel more comfortable.
Even if they're the same quality?
Often, yes, your brain is enhancing the experience based on price.
I feel so manipulated.
We all are. Welcome to being human.
Okay, here's where it gets really weird.
Weirder than fake surgery?
Maybe. Recent studies on open-label placebos.
What's that?
It's when doctors give patients placebos but tell them they're placebos.
Wait, what?
They say, this is a sugar pill. It has no active ingredients, but studies show it might help you anyway.
And people take it?
Yes. And you know what?
What?
It still works.
How? They know it's fake.
That's the mystery. Even when you know it's placebo, it can still help.
That makes no sense.
I know. Study with IBS patients, irritable bowel syndrome.
Okay.
Half got normal treatment, half got placebo pills clearly labeled placebo with full explanation that they contain no medicine.
And?
The placebo group showed significant improvement, even though they knew it was fake.
How is this possible?
Researchers think it's about ritual and expectation.
Ritual?
The act of taking a pill triggers healing responses. Your brain is conditioned to respond to the ritual of medicine taking.
So even if I know it's sugar, my brain goes, oh, we're taking medicine, time to heal.
Exactly. It's like Pavlov's dog. You're conditioned to associate pill taking with healing.
My brain is a dog?
Kind of. We're all conditioned beings.
This is simultaneously fascinating and disturbing.
Welcome to neuroscience.
Okay, so placebo effect is real and weird, but why should we care?
Great question, because it has huge implications.
Like what?
First, it shows the mind-body connection is real and powerful.
Okay.
Your thoughts literally affect your physical health.
So positive thinking actually works?
To some extent, yes. Not in a magical way, but your mindset affects your body.
What else?
Second, it explains why alternative medicine sometimes works.
Oh, like acupuncture or homeopathy?
Exactly. Many alternative treatments have little scientific backing.
But people swear they work.
Because they do work via placebo. The belief and ritual create real results.
So alternative medicine is all placebo?
Not all, but a significant portion might be, which isn't necessarily bad.
How is fake medicine not bad?
Because if it helps people and has no side effects, does it matter if it's placebo?
Whoa, philosophical.
Very philosophical. If sugar pills cure your headache, why take real painkillers with potential side effects?
That's actually a good point.
Third implication, doctor-patient relationship matters.
How so?
A warm, caring, confident doctor enhances placebo effect.
The bedside manner?
Exactly. If your doctor believes in the treatment and communicates confidence, you're more likely to improve.
So personality affects medicine.
It does. A caring doctor with a mediocre treatment might outperform a cold doctor with a great treatment.
Because of placebo enhancement?
Exactly. So, the big question, can we use this placebo power intentionally?
Like trick ourselves into healing?
Kind of, but it's tricky.
Why?
Because placebos work best when you don't know they're placebos.
But we just said open-label placebos work.
They work, but not as well as hidden placebos.
So what do we do?
Focus on things that trigger placebo responses naturally.
Like what?
Positive expectations. Before taking medicine, think, this will help me. I'll feel better.
Positive thinking?
Yes, studies show positive expectations enhance treatment effectiveness. What else?
Rituals. Create healing rituals. Morning tea, meditation, stretching.
The ritual itself becomes healing?
Yes, your brain associates the ritual with wellness.
What about visualization?
Great tool. Visualize yourself healthy. Your brain responds to mental images.
So if I imagine myself healthy, I might actually become healthier?
To some degree, your brain can't always distinguish imagination from reality.
This is powerful.
Very powerful, but also not magic. You can't visualize away cancer.
Right, there are limits.
But for things like pain, stress, minor ailments, visualization can help.
The mind is medicine.
The best pharmacy is between your ears.
I like that.
Okay, but let's address the elephant in the room.
What elephant?
Isn't using placebos basically lying to patients?
That's the ethical debate.
Because doctors are supposed to be honest.
Exactly. Giving someone a sugar pill and calling it medicine is deception.
But if it helps them,
That's the dilemma. Helpful deception versus harmful honesty.
what do medical ethicists say?
They're divided. Some say placebos should only be used in research with consent.
And others?
Others argue that if placebos help and have no side effects, it's ethical to use them.
Especially the open-label kind.
Right. Open-label placebos solve the ethics problem.
Because you're being honest.
Exactly. This is a placebo, but it might help you anyway.
What about people who say placebo effect is all nonsense?
The skeptics?
Yeah, are they right?
No. The placebo effect is scientifically proven. Thousands of studies.
So it's definitely real.
Definitely real. What's debated is how to use it ethically.
Fair.
Also, some people argue placebo effect is just natural healing.
Maybe people just got better on their own.
Possibly, some improvement might be regression to the mean.
Regression to what?
Regression to the mean. When things are at their worst, they naturally improve over time.
Oh, so if my headache is at its peak, it'll get better anyway.
Probably, and I might attribute it to the pill when it was just natural improvement.
So placebo might be overestimated.
In some cases, but even accounting for that, placebo effect is real and measurable. All right, let's wrap this up. What have we learned?
That our brains are weird.
Very weird, but also amazing.
We learned that belief is powerful.
Incredibly powerful. Your beliefs can literally change your body,
We learned that placebos work.
even when we know they're placebos.
Color matters, size matters, price matters.
Our brains are influenced by the silliest things.
We also learned about nocebo.
The evil twin. Negative expectations create negative results.
So what's the practical takeaway?
Be mindful of your thoughts and expectations.
Positive thinking?
Not toxic positivity, but realistic optimism.
What's the difference?
Toxic positivity ignores real problems. Realistic optimism acknowledges problems but maintains hope.
So don't ignore your illness, but believe in your ability to heal.
Exactly. Work with your mind, not against it.
Use your brain's placebo power.
Harness it. Create positive rituals. Maintain hopeful expectations.
But also see real doctors and take real medicine when needed.
Yes, very important disclaimer. Placebo is a supplement to real medicine, not a replacement.
Don't throw away your insulin and think positive thoughts.
Please don't. That's dangerous.
But do recognize that your mind affects your healing.
Always.
All right, everyone, that's the placebo effect.
Fake medicine that works through the power of belief.
We covered what it is, how it works, and why it matters.
We talked about color pills, fake surgery, and expensive placebos.
Sarah confessed to falling for fake vitamins.
For 2 months.
Don't remind me.
If this episode fascinated you, please subscribe to the 7 Podcast.
Like this video, share it with science nerds.
Comment below. Have you experienced a placebo effect?
Or a nocebo effect.
Remember, your mind is powerful.
More powerful than you think.
Use it wisely.
Thanks for listening, everyone.
We'll see you in the next episode of the 7 Podcast.
Until then, think positive thoughts.
But also take your real medicine.
Yes, both. Bye, everyone.
Bye. Okay, vocabulary time. Let's review the key words from today.
Placebo, a fake treatment with no active medical ingredients, usually a sugar pill.
Placebo effect, when a fake treatment produces real improvements because the patient believes it will work.
Nocebo effect, when negative expectations create negative symptoms or outcomes.
Sedative, a drug that makes you calm or sleepy.
Stimulant, a substance that increases energy and alertness.
Anesthesia, medicine that stops you from feeling pain, often makes you unconscious during surgery.
Incision, a cut made during surgery.
Regression to the mean, when things are at their worst, they naturally improve over time.
Bedside manner, the way a doctor interacts with patients, their attitude and communication style.
Ritual, a repeated action or ceremony often associated with meaning.
Open label placebo, a placebo where the patient is told it's fake, but it may still help.
Visualization, creating mental images, imagining something in your mind.
Conditioning, training through repeated association, like Pavlov's dog.
That's it for vocabulary. See you next time.